We proud of who we are. Hey, hi everybody. Welcome again to me demystifying the process for Cameroonians. We need you to go and study in the USA and bring back that technology because we are about to emerge in 2035 and we can't do it without you because you're the smartest in your field. So today we'll be talking about what are the 3 key documents you have to have if you're coming to meet an educational consultant with the intention to study in the US. Now I get some clients and I'm like, okay, can I see your CV? And they're like, I'm like, excuse me, did you say you have a first degree and you don't have a CV? And they're like, oh, I'll come back with one. So we're going to look at these documents. The first you want to have is CV, not resume. So like it says CV, curriculum vitae, the course of your life. So that means in your CV, I want to see everything you have ever done. Because when it comes to admissions in the USA, they just don't look only at your GPA. In fact, if you want a scholarship, the admissions officers are interested in looking at the leadership you have shown throughout the years, the persistence, the uncanny things about your personality, the good things you have done. So you want to put everything you have done in your CV. For example, maybe you volunteered with your church group, you're a member of St. Jude and used to go every week to visit patients in the hospital and you did this for 1 year. This is very significant. I would see someone come to me and say, oh, here's my CV, work experience. They say, I've never worked. I'm like, seriously? So how old are you? 24 years of your life? 24 years of your entire life, you have never done anything. They're like, oh, okay, during holidays, I used to sell granite. That's what we call self-employed, okay? So I want it in your CV. If you used to sell sugarcane or go and work in people's farm, put it there, self-employed, okay? There should be a section in your CV called functions. So usually with my clients, I would give you my own CV, which is 7 pages. I will give you my own CV and say, do it like this, so that I make sure that you don't leave out any important subtopic. So functions is the kind of things you have done for leadership. So let's say you belong to the choir. That's membership, right? But then as a choir member, you were made the secretary. Now that is a function. So under functions, you want to have secretary in St. Mary's Choir from this time to this time. You must always put the dates, put the months. We want to get an understanding for how long have you been doing this. You know, this gives us an idea, especially when you're going into a master's program. We want to see if you say, I'm interested in solving world hunger. I want to see if your course of life has been dealing with trying to solve world hunger. You can't just wake up in the morning and say, I have a first degree, so now I'm thinking that I should spend my life solving world hunger. Absolutely not. We want to see that you have been distributing food to children, maybe at your home. Neighboring kids used to come to the home and used to join your mom to distribute food. Put it in your CV. It's not usual. Put it in your CV. So your CV should have that. It should always have, if you have a first degree, it should have your thesis topic and thesis supervisor. Very important. It should start from the most current to the least current. So you want to have your first degree and then your A levels and then your O levels and then your first school. Typically, if you have a first degree, you don't need to put your first school leaving certificate. If you have a master's degree and you're going in for a doctorate, you have your master's and your first degree, you don't need to put in your O levels, and typically you don't need to put in your A levels. But make sure, we want to see, put in those grades. You had A's. All of this could shift the balance when the scholarship committee needs to decide, should we take this student or this student? They'll be like, they both have 3.5 GPA. What separates them? They'll say, oh, look at this one's CV. He has a lot of leadership. He has been working with NGOs. He's been working with their church. He's been working with their family. He's been volunteering, doing odd jobs in the quartier. I used to mow lawns. I used to help sell puff puff. I put all those things. This is what we call self-employed. Okay, so you want to have a very rich course of life. If you have been attending seminars, have them, put the workshops there. If you had certificates for them, put it there. If you speak another language, maybe you know how to speak 4 Cameroonian native languages, please put it in your CV. It's very, very important because it means you're able to translate the knowledge you will pick up in your masters into these languages, okay? So you want to have a robust CV. Make sure you keep it in a Word format and in a PDF format. So if you want to send it to somebody on the WhatsApp, you want to send it as a PDF, but if the person needs to proofread it, then you want to send it as a Word document. Now, in your CV, who should you pick as references? Ta-da! That's a secret only for my clients. So do sign up for me to be your educational consultant. I will be happy to let you know that piece of ingredient. The next document you want to have is your transcript. So if you are getting into undergraduate studies, you need to have your Form 5, your lower set, and your upper set. Now, I have clients who will be like, but I have my O-levels, I have my A-levels. I say, yeah, you're not going to Cameroon. Okay, this is study in the USA. It's not study in Cameroon. And the USA don't do no O-level and A-level. Okay, so we want to see your transcript. So all of those who have been giving wrong advice to people in high school, oh, it's your O-level and A-level that is important. Don't mind about your class grades. Oh, yeah, they're gonna have it very hot when they have all the A's in the O and A levels and their student transcripts in high school and secondary school is showing a 9 average, okay? So we want to be consistent. If you're good, be good all around, okay? So you want to have your transcripts, apply for it, come with your transcripts. Now, those of you who have HND, you want to go to the ministry and pick up your diploma. It is yours. It doesn't belong to the ministry. Now, when I get a client and I'm like, how exactly do you want me to prove to a US university that you have a diploma? Because you said so? Nope. US documents, 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 documents. Some of you have never ever gone and taken your O or A-level certificate from GC board. Now, come on, go get your documents. You're an adult now. Mommy will not keep it for you. Ask, where's your birth certificate? It's with my mother. At what age? No, come on. When you get to the US, you're on your own body. So you better start it now. Go back to your parents, collect that birth certificate, buy a folder that has a lot of files inside, buy a folder with plastic files and lace in all your documents. Make a photocopy of your ID card, your passport. Very important. Our third document is your personal statement. Now, this will develop along the way, but the personal statement is where you write about yourself and your project of life and the things you have been doing, the hurdles you have been going through that make you believe that if you come to the US and you pick up this degree, you will be well equipped to make a difference in your sphere of interest. And your personal statement is very key to getting that scholarship. Thank you for listening. I'll take it all over again. 3 documents must have, okay? Write a personal statement. This is what I want to study. This is who I am. It's very important in the US to know if you're the first person going to university, you have scholarships for that. So if you're one of 6 children and your mother only has a first school and your dad didn't go to school at all, you might just qualify for full tuition for being the first in your family to go to university. So all this, what about the thoughts? No, we're not talking about the money yet because it's not important. The most important things are Get yourself prepared, and we will show you in another video how the money comes about. So get your transcripts, apply for all your transcripts, get all your diplomas and certificates, and get your CV properly done. There are a lot of examples online. You want to tap academic CV. Now, what's the difference between an academic CV and a job CV? I won't tell you. Those are secrets from my clients. Thank you for tuning in. Remember to hit the subscribe button, because in the next video, I will tell you why you should hire a consultant to do your study abroad rather than do it alone. This is Echibesem Oben, and thank you for tuning in.